Hey, Nigerian exjw speaks here. Let's pull this up a bit. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well, wherever you're at. Yeah, that makes sense. Good start. We can't speak a sentence. But hope you are doing okay. I realize I say this a lot, but creature of habit, I suppose. How are your lockdowns? Are they still quite intense? Is it easing up a bit? How is our anxiety doing? It's nothing to laugh about, but yeah, it's all very crazy, this whole thing. Welcome if it's your first time here. My name's Trust. I run this channel, yes, and I am a Nigerian former Jehovah's Witness, and I post videos at least once a week, on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And my focus is on recovery, I guess, the moving forward, but also the talking about the key things that either were problematic for me at the time, or things that sort of help to validate, justify, reinforce the fact that leaving was the right decision. And the other thing as well is I announced this last week that I was now going to be doing a monthly live stream. I said the fourth Sunday of every month, which would be this Sunday the 26th. But now I don't know whether to do every fourth Sunday or every last Sunday, because you've got those odd months where they've got 5 Sundays. And my idea for the live stream was to make it like let's chat at the end of the month. Let's touch base. How's the month been? How we're doing, type of thing. So of course I'm gonna do it this Sunday because this month has 4 of them. But yeah, fourth Sunday or last Sunday. I'll always set up a premiere beforehand so you know when that's for. So if you like my videos, please subscribe so that more people see it. Like it as well with the thumbs up thing. That will be awesome. I know a lot of you are doing that, but keep doing that so that more people see it. More people know that their doubts are valid and they're okay to leave. They're not crazy. There is life after leaving. Now that's out of the way, the video today, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a bit of I don't want to call it a rant, but I don't know what else to call it. It's venting, but as I do here, I'm not doing that just for the sake of doing it. Part of doing that is to validate anyone else who is in that position, for you to hear that yes, what you're feeling is valid. Yes, you're not the only one that's gone through that, and everything you're feeling, it's okay. But then what do we do next? Way forward. You know, I always like to finish with that. So I'm going to talk about emotional health. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. My degree is in pharmacology. I know they all start with P, but they're not the same thing. That's my kind of joke. Do you like it? Okay. It's pharmacology, so it's different. But I think growing up in this religion, if you were born in like I was, there's very few of us that manage to escape without some sort of emotional impact. And I'm going to be really raw with you. I'm going to be completely honest, because you know that's what we do here. You know, we're done with the hypocrisy. We are saying it as it is and being completely straight. So I had a real problem with emotions. I'm still working through it. So much so that when I had my son, I had to get a health professional to come to my house and talk me through the range of emotions. This might not be everybody's case, but this is what happened with me. I needed help to sort through emotions, you know, the whole spectrum of it, not just happy and sad, but there's a whole variety of emotions, of feelings, of states out there that I felt like I completely missed out on understanding. In my one reason that I think I was thinking of a different word to use there. I submit to you exhibit 1, exhibit A, whatever. Growing up, you are told when you raise as a witness that you are part of Jehovah's happy people. So you're happy. You're meant to be happy. And if you're not happy, there's something wrong. Who else had that? Who else experienced that? Put your hands up. Like, let other people know that it's not just in their heads. Like, this is something that happened. And so any other sort of emotion that you're having, you're meant to try and get out of it as quickly as possible, because it doesn't fit into Jehovah's happy people. You know, there's something that's not quite right with you, not from a place of helping you, but you need to get yourself together. You need to, and of course, the solution for these things, and they're still doing that now, even in the videos from recent years. What you need to do is attend more meetings, pray harder, study the literature harder, go to preach more often, and that's going to fix it. I hope we all know in this day and age that some people need serious help. People need to be free to experience their emotions in a safe place, to know that it's nothing to be ashamed of, it's nothing to be scared of. Usually emotions, they're a symptom of something that's behind that. They don't just come out of nowhere. They are the result of something that's happening, and children need to be able to understand that. So my son's 7, and I feel like he's already ahead of the curve. Back when he was maybe 5, 6, they had in school been taught, you know, different emotions, different faces, what that looks like. And I mean, I grew up in Nigeria. I don't recall learning that. I don't know if that's a school system thing. I mean, to be honest, this is a stereotype that I have heard. Hopefully not everybody thinks that, but there's this perception as well that people in Africa are smiling all the time. They're happy all the time. When you combine that with Jehovah's happy people, you create an environment where if you're not happy, what's wrong with you? And so that full range of emotion was missing. So I had to, going back to the start, I had to get a health professional to come sit with me at the age of, 23? About 23, 24, to figure out the range of emotions, how to read my child's face and recognize, yes, he is developing well. He is responding well. He's having his needs met. And I wanted to do that while he was still a baby, so that, before he's old enough, I guess, to really take more stuff in, we'd made a lot of progress. So that's something I had to do. The lesson there is that it's okay to ask for help for what might seem like the most basic thing, the most basic of things, human emotions. When you've not been allowed to experience that, to express it, to feel it without being judged, you might come up lacking like I was. The other sort of emotion that I want to focus on is anger. So I don't know if I used to pride myself on the fact that I don't get angry. This was before sort of the full waking up. I don't get angry. No, don't get angry. And so, looking back, could I really express it? I don't think so. I was in this relationship. What are we on? Gosh, many years ago now, maybe like 9 years ago. where we were just not a good fit. Sometimes people just don't work. Not meant together to be together, not because any of them is horrible. It just doesn't fit. That was, as crazy as I think that was, I am grateful because that taught me or gave me a chance to learn what anger felt like, because this is a strange video. Angry. What it felt to be angry. I was terrified of it. I was terrified of these feelings that I was having. That was me feeling angry for the first time. And I had valid reasons, but I was scared of that emotion. I was scared of that feeling compared to the conversations that I can now have with my 7-year-old and say, it's okay if something angers you. You just need to stay calm, acknowledge it, or it's okay. Don't lash out. And having those conversations, which I didn't have, and so at that age in a relationship and experiencing anger for the first time, absolutely terrified and scared of it, because it's not something that I've been able to engage with. So as nice as it may not have been, the point is there is something to learn from each situation, each scenario, and I can look back and sort of be grateful for that. But at the same time, it's like, why did it have to get to that age, that point, to experience anger? Women who are listening, did you find, so if you're a woman who had grown up as a witness, I feel like the expectation was a little bbit different. You are meant to be meek and mild, when your husband over without a word, you're meant to be this docile lamb-like creature. And so anger doesn't fit into that, when it is actually, I believe, a healthy emotion that sometimes is what is necessary to propel you forward, to move you forward, to want to change things. Because ultimately, part of that is what gave me the push that I needed to get out of that relationship, to realize, no, I don't like the person that I'm becoming being here. I don't like, that was a symptom of something else that's going on. And you cannot ignore symptoms. You have to be able to explore them and see what they mean and see what they're trying to tell you. Is part of being emotionally healthy. So to finish up, right now, I have a coach. I have hired a coach as part of the recovery process to work through, I guess you could call it like a deprogramming, and press reset as much as possible. Go back to before the indoctrination kicked in, if there's ever such a time. And when you're born in, it's sort of all you know. But trying to go back as much as possible. Let's try and reset. Let's try and have a healthy emotional state. Not judge ourselves for having emotions, because that sort of suppression, it does have an impact. I know that it certainly had an impact for me in terms of being able to form friendships, being able to form relationships with depth, being able to, have that genuine, real empathy. And yes, I have a strong connection. My heart, my soul, if you believe in that, I don't know if I do, for children, orphans who are in countries where being an orphan means the end of prospects for you. My heart absolutely is there. When it comes to, forming relationships, sort of, with peers, that equals sort of bonding, that real connection. It's something that I'm having to work on, and I have been working on, and it is a real thing. And if you are comfortable, if you're here listening, if you're comfortable sharing either what your experience with that has been, sort of the emotional health impact of being raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, if you felt that it was great for you, I want to hear it as well, because, you know, I would like to hope that some of our parents, some of our congregations, environment probably helped or did better than some others. So if you had it healthy, let's hear it as well. But if you are someone like me who felt that that environment really did sort of stunt the emotional health growth in terms of being able to embrace the full range of emotion, which is rich and deep and really like satisfying, you know. If you feel like you missed out on that, I want to hear it as well. And what are you doing, or what have you done to try and, you know, change that and learn something new and unlearn that? Because we want to acknowledge what has happened, but we also want to get healthy. We want to move forward. Like you've heard in the story, I've got health professionals, I've got coaches. I have no problem whatsoever asking for help, because you can't always get out of situations on your own. If you can, that's great. But it helps to have people who this is what they do to sort of support you with it. Okay, so like I said, it's been a slightly different kind of video. Been a bit nervous talking through it, but this is real. Like this is my experience. This is what's happened for me and still happening, and still and still figuring it out. Emotional health is it's so key to really tapping into the full potential of how much impact we can have on the world, how much love we can give, how much difference we can make. And you can't really get there if there are parts of yourself that you're not in touch with or allowing yourself to be in touch with. It's a real loss. It's a real shame if you don't tap into that. So go for it. As long as you're not hurting anyone exploring that. I'm not telling you to go lash out, but acknowledge them, see what they are, and dig into what are the symptoms of, and it's gonna be good for you. Okay, so give the video a like, thumbs up if you like it. I want to hear your stories as well. Let me know if you're gonna be there for the live stream this Sunday. I will do a premiere thing so that it starts the countdown, so you know when that's off. Okay. Have a good rest of the day, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. I am too chirpy today.